Stealth, or the art and science of being invisible, is no longer desirable but a must-to-have feature, while designing and developing fighter jets or warships. Indian Navy is also working on a next-generation stealth-guided missile destroyer called Project 18, which will be an answer to Chinese Type 055 destroyer. The PLA Navy's Type 055 destroyer weighs around 12,000 tons, which is biggest and most heavily armed vessel in the world. Under Project 18, Indian Navy is planning to build 6 stealth destroyer with a displacement of 13,000 tons. An Indian company named Zeus Numerix has been granted Rs 1.5 crore from the Ministry of Defence (MOD) to partner the public sector Goa Shipyard Ltd in making India's future warships, the so-called next-generation offshore patrol vessels, missile vessels, frigates and destroyers, making them almost invisible to radar. Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector. In today's video we are going to discuss in details about the stealth design of Indian future vessels and how technologies like artificial intelligence will be key drivers for it. For many of you who might not be aware of Zeus Numerix, it started from IIT Bombay in 2004 with a vision of developing simulation software and innovative engineering products. Zeus has completed more than 400 projects, with many of them being the first of its kind in India. Zeus has been awarded the first DST FISI Lockheed Martin India Innovation Growth Medal, is its certified R&D company. Zeus Numerix has just 42 employees but 50 defense customers and has completed more than 225 defense projects. It started working with Indian Air Force in 2010 in a project which involved integration of BrahMos missile with Su-30 Mki. While Russia has asked for Rs 13,000 crore, the Zeus Numerix completed the integration in just Rs 80 crores. During this project the highest levels of aerospace certification were accorded to Zeus by the Defense Research and Development Organizations, DRDO's, certification agency, which is called the Center for Military Airworthiness and Certification, CEMILAC. Many of you might be wondering how the stealthy design could be developed. The Zeus Numerix has achieved this through simulation powered by artificial intelligence. Rather than going through the tedious, time-consuming and costly hit-and-trial process of physically designing hull forms and superstructures for warships and then determining how visible they are to radar, the company will simulate the entire process on supercomputers. These simulation models will mimic the exact behavior of the systems to which they are modeled. In contemporary missile or bomb development, simulation is used before actual firing to ensure that a missile being fired from an aircraft can separate safely from the mother craft. Carefully created simulation models can predict the trajectory of bombs, missiles with almost 95% accuracy. That creates confidence about the safety of the aircraft and pilot when moving on to actual flight trials. Simulation is extremely useful in cases where testing is either prohibitively expensive or even hazardous. Now, let's try to understand how simulation will prove to be a game changer. Over the years, Zeus Numerix has worked on safe separation of more than 15 types of bombs, missiles and equipment from the Indian Air Force's frontline fighters and helicopters. In recent days it has done simulation studies for lifting artillery guns to forward areas on helicopters. The advantages of simulation are evident from its use in testing the armor-piercing ammunition called fin-stabilized armor-piercing discarding sabot, FSAPs. FSAPs is fired from tanks. Physical testing requires 500 rounds to be fired to ascertain its consistency and accuracy. Simulation reduces the physical firing requirement to just 50 rounds. With the cost of one FSAP's round approximately Rs 350,000, saving of Rs 16 crore will accrue from firing 50, rather than 500 rounds. In addition, 2 tank barrels complete their life cycle in firing 450 rounds, so simulation saves an additional Rs 5 to 6 crore on that count. In comparison, simulations of the firing cost just Rs 2 to 3 crore, reducing the cost to 1/10 and also saving time and logistical requirements. Having developed prediction software for warship stealth, Zeus Numerix can adapt that for aircraft as well. It has already developed similar software for predicting the radar cross-section of the Tejas fighter. Autonomous systems of the future will rely on sensors and signatures. Following that trend, Zeus Numerix is graduating up the modeling pyramid by delivering simulations that replicate engagement and mission scenarios. Built on accurate physics models, such simulations will form the digital twins around which artificial intelligence or machine learning models will be developed. It is the right time for agile and nimble private companies and startups to take advantage of these schemes such as IDEX, and convert Make in India to Made in India by owning the intellectual property that resides in the design process.